She was one of the most unforgettable faces in 90 Day Fiancé history. A whirlwind of love, jealousy, passion, and chaos. From wild fights with Gino Palazzolo to tear-soaked confessions about trust, Jasmine Pineda became the definition of TV gold. But what happens when that same energy follows her into real life? Tonight, we're diving deep into Jasmine Pineda's new relationship woes, a story that's equal parts shocking, heartbreaking, and completely unpredictable. Has Jasmine finally found real love, or is she trapped in another emotional storm? Let's rewind. Before she became the internet's favorite 90 Day Fiancé drama queen, Jasmine Pineda was just a fiery Panamanian teacher who wanted a fresh start. Her relationship with Gino was pure fireworks, explosive chemistry, screaming fights, and unforgettable TV. We all remember the hat incident. Her obsession with Gino's cap became legendary. The jealousy was next level, deleting women from his Facebook, demanding proof of loyalty, and turning every small fight into World War III. And yet, we couldn't look away. When they finally got married, fans were shocked. After all the fights, the tears, and the famous "you sent my nudes to your ex" moment, nobody believed they'd make it. But they did. Or so we thought. After the show, Jasmine and Gino became social media royalty. Every selfie was a show of couple goals. She posted romantic captions like "My American Dream in one man" and "Love has no borders." But behind the hashtags, fans noticed something was off. The smiles looked forced. The energy felt different. Comments turned dark. Why does Jasmine look sad? Why does Gino never smile? Insiders started talking. According to a source close to the couple, they were already living separate lives. Gino focused on work. Jasmine wanted adventure. And adventure found her, in the form of a new connection that no one saw coming. When rumors first broke that Jasmine was spotted out with a younger guy in Panama City, fans went wild. Some claimed it was just a friend. Others insisted it was her new boyfriend. But then came the Instagram story, a clip of Jasmine laughing over dinner, soft music playing, a man's hand visible across the table. She captioned it, "Sometimes you deserve to be seen." That was all the internet needed. TikTok exploded with theories. Did she leave Gino? Is this revenge? Or did Gino finally give up? Gino stayed silent. Jasmine did not. She posted cryptic quotes. "Love should never feel like a lesson. I'm learning to choose peace over proof." Fans knew what that meant. The marriage was crumbling, again. If you've watched Jasmine long enough, you know she loves with her whole heart, and fights with it too. She once said, "I can't be lukewarm. I'm either fire or nothing." That fire made her a star and also her own worst enemy. According to people close to her, Jasmine's new relationship started as a fresh escape, someone who listened without judgment after months of stress with Gino. He was younger, more carefree, and he made her feel seen. But as the months passed, history repeated itself. The jealousy returned, the insecurities surfaced, and Jasmine realized something painful. Her demons weren't attached to Gino. They were inside her. Every argument felt like a rerun of her past. Every tear echoed an old fight. No matter who she dated, she couldn't escape the mirror of her own fears. The 90 Day Fiancé fandom can build you up and tear you down in the same breath. When Jasmine's new relationship hit Reddit, opinions split hard. Half the fans defended her. She deserves better than Gino. The other half called her a serial heartbreaker. YouTube commentary channels lit up. Titles like "Jasmine Caught Cheating Again" and "Gino's Karma Strikes Back" filled feeds. And Jasmine fed the fire by posting stories of her crying while driving, then smiling the next day. Viewers loved the chaos, because that's what Jasmine does best. She turns real pain into primetime drama. Weeks later, Jasmine broke her silence in a live interview on YouTube. She looked different, calmer but tired. The host asked, "Are you and Gino still together?" She paused, then said softly, "We're figuring out what love means when trust is gone." The clip went viral instantly. Fans analyzed her tone, her eyes, her smile. She spoke about forgiveness, growth, and how sometimes two people can love each other but still be toxic together. And just as the sympathy rolled in, new photos surfaced. Jasmine in a park, holding hands with the same mystery man from Panama. The comments turned vicious overnight. Fans accused her of lying. Gino's supporters mocked her. It was the same storm again, but this time without a network to edit the damage. A few days later, Jasmine posted a now-deleted video. Tears streaming down her face, makeup smudged. She said, "I don't know why people hate me for feeling. I'm just trying to love and be loved." Within minutes, Ox Pray for Jasmine was trending. Supporters flooded her comments with hearts. Critics called it attention acting. Whatever the truth, the video racked up 1 million views in 24 hours. Gino stayed silent again. That silence hurt her more than any words. Because for Jasmine, silence means abandonment. She wanted a response, anger, forgiveness, something. But he gave nothing. Insiders say that after the viral meltdown, Jasmine tried to reach Gino privately. She sent a voice message saying, "I'm sorry for hurting you and hurting myself. I just want peace." But Gino had already moved on emotionally. A source claimed he still cares about her, but he's exhausted. And that's the tragedy of Jasmine's life. She feels too much, too fast, and by the time she learns the lesson, the love is gone. At the end of the day, Jasmine Pineda is a reminder of why reality TV works, because she's real. Messy, passionate, unfiltered, and human. Her new relationship wasn't about fame or revenge. It was about trying to heal what she never understood, herself. Maybe she won't end up with Gino or the new guy. Maybe her real love story is learning how to love without fear. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Jasmine Pineda, it's this: you can't escape your own heart. It started with a single photo posted on Reddit by an anonymous user. Jasmine and a man standing on a Panama City balcony, his arm around her waist. The caption read simply, "She's moved on already?" Within hours, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube were on fire. Fan pages split down the middle, Team Jasmine versus Team Gino. Clips from old episodes resurfaced, her screaming, "You betrayed me," him saying, "You're too emotional." Now the roles looked reversed. For the first time, viewers saw Gino as the quiet victim and Jasmine as the villain. The internet has a short memory and a long judgment, the narrator says. When they decide you're the bad guy, facts don't matter. Jasmine stayed silent for 2 days. Then came the Instagram story. A selfie with puffy eyes and the caption, "Sometimes I choose wrong people because I see the good they hide." That was it. No names, no details. Just fuel for 1 million speculations. Every commentary channel pounced. Thumbnails screamed, "Jasmine caught again." Did she cheat on Gino? The truth about Jasmine's new man revealed. Creators analyzed her tattoos, the balcony location, even the wine glass in her hand to pin down the timeline. A Panamanian blogger finally dropped a name, Mateo, a fitness coach in his late 20s who met Jasmine at a gym photo shoot. He confirmed they were seeing each other casually. That word, casually, was the match that lit the firestorm. For fans who'd spent years watching her accuse Gino of betrayal, seeing Jasmine be the one linked to someone new felt like karma. Her comment section turned into a battlefield. Every post filled with snark and sympathy side by side. "Girl, move on." "Girl, you moved too fast." TLC producers reached out behind the scenes. If she was going to appear on another season of Happily Ever After? The narrative had to be managed. Jasmine filmed a confessional where she said, calm but defensive, "I was lonely. I made mistakes. But I never stopped loving Gino." The clip aired in a promo and sparked another round of debate. Was it a PR move or a confession? Either way, it worked. The audience was hooked again. Meanwhile, Gino posted a cryptic tweet. "Sometimes silence says everything." It got 50,000 likes in a day. Privately, sources say Jasmine and Gino were still texting. She'd begged him to understand that her new fling didn't mean anything. He was torn, angry but still drawn to her. Their connection was like gravity, a friend said. No matter how far they drift, they snap back and crash again. But Gino had a line he wouldn't cross anymore: public embarrassment. He refused to film with her again until she cleaned up the noise. For someone like Jasmine, who thrives on attention, silence was punishment. That's when she started posting self-help quotes and fitness videos, trying to rebrand herself. But the internet wasn't ready to let her evolve. Just as things were cooling off, another leak hit Twitter: screenshots of Jasmine allegedly flirting with a different man in Miami. The messages were full of heart emojis and promises to meet. Her fans defended her instantly. The screenshots looked edited. But for the haters, it was proof of pattern. Jasmine snapped back on live. "You can fake messages, but you can't fake my heart." She slammed her phone on camera and walked off. That clip circulated for weeks. Meme pages looped it with captions like, "Jasmine needs a Wi-Fi break. The damage was done." TLC reportedly paused her next appearance while the network reviewed online conduct. Instead of retreating, Jasmine doubled down. She announced a YouTube channel called Jasmine Unfiltered and promised to tell her truth. Within days, she had 100,000 subscribers. The first episode opened with her sitting in a simple room. No makeup, no music. "People say I lie," she said. "Maybe I do when I'm hurt. But that's because I'm human. And I'm done pretending to be perfect." That video restored some sympathy. Fans saw the raw Jasmine again, the same one who cried on Gino's couch years ago saying she just wanted to be loved without fear. Halfway through filming her next episode, her phone rang. Gino. Viewers didn't see the conversation, but later she hinted at it online. "We talked. It wasn't closure, but it was honest," she wrote. He told her he still cared but couldn't handle the chaos anymore. She promised to change, again. And for a moment, fans believed maybe they'd find their way back. Weeks later, paparazzi snapped her with Mateo again at a music festival. Cue the headlines: "Jasmine's back with the trainer." Fans groaned, critics laughed, and Jasmine posted one line on X. "I'm tired of choosing between love and peace." That quote became the motto of her followers, printed on merch and hashtags everywhere. Even her pain was marketable now. So where does that leave her? The narrator asks as soft music plays. She's not with Gino, not really with Mateo either. Stuck between the woman she wants to be and the one the internet won't let her forget. Slow montage, old clips of Jasmine smiling. Crying, dancing, laughing. After months of public chaos, Jasmine Pineda vanished from the spotlight. No interviews, no Instagram stories, no cryptic quotes. Just silence. But in the world of 90 Day Fiancé, silence isn't the end. It's the calm before a brand new storm. Fans noticed first. Her profile went private, her YouTube channel stopped uploading, and the Panama paparazzi lost track of her. For someone who lived online, that disappearance was shocking. People speculated rehab, a new show, a mental health break. A month later, a fan spotted her in a small Panamanian town handing out school supplies to kids. No makeup, no crew, just Jasmine smiling for real. It was like seeing a different person, the fan said. She looked peaceful, rumor confirmed. Jasmine was volunteering as a teacher again, her old career before TLC. That image, a reality TV star in a classroom helping children, went viral and flipped public opinion. For the first time in years, comment sections filled with support instead of sarcasm. TLC noticed the momentum and pitched her a redemption arc spinoff, Jasmine Unfiltered, The Rebuild. Producers wanted raw emotion, therapy sessions, self-reflection, and maybe a surprise visit from Gino. At first, she refused. "I don't want to be edited into a villain again." But after weeks of negotiation and creative control guarantees, she agreed. Cameras rolled again, but this time in a different tone. Gone were the wine-throwing fights and Instagram meltdowns. Instead, we saw therapy sessions, journaling, and late-night voice notes about fear and loneliness. "It's hard to heal when you've been watched break," she said in episode 1. Fans were stunned. The woman who once yelled at Gino for liking another woman's photo was now crying on camera about self-esteem. Midway through filming, Gino called the producers. He wanted to meet her, on camera, one last time. When he walked into the cafe in Panama, viewers held their breath. No fighting this time. Just two people exhausted by their own history. Gino, I did love you. I still care. Jasmine, I know. And I finally believe you. That scene hit millions of views in days. Even critics admitted it was real. No acting, no editing tricks. Just closure. After that episode, Nowater Team Jasmine trended again, not out of pity but respect. Jasmine leveraged the attention smartly. She launched a fitness program called Fire Within. Tagline, Transform Pain into Power. The first video was a mix of workout routines and motivational talks. I spent years fighting people. Now I'm training my peace. The project exploded. Thousands of women who once mocked her now sent messages like, You made me leave a toxic relationship. The drama queen was becoming a self-help icon. Enter Luca, an Italian travel vlogger who interviewed her for a documentary about reality TV rehabilitation. Their chemistry was immediate but gentle. No jealousy, no shouting, just two people laughing over coffee. Fans noticed the difference. He looks at her like she's a person, not a headline, one commenter wrote. But Jasmine was wary. In confessionals, she said, I like him, but I'm scared of repeating myself. Still, the show captured her learning to trust again. Baby steps, awkward laughs, and boundaries finally respected. Not everyone bought it. Old haters claimed the new Jasmine was an act to get back on TV. Clips of her crying in therapy became reaction memes. Yet each mockery only made her more human. Every time they laugh at me, she said in a live stream, I remember that I'm still here, and that's my revenge. That line trended for a week. She turned it into a shirt and donated profits to a women's shelter. Seeing the public support, TLC offered her a slot on 90-day, The Single Life, season next. Fans erupted, half thrilled, half furious. She's the franchise's most chaotic icon, one review said. And they know it. But this time she set rules. No storylines about Gino, no manufactured fights. Her arc would be about healing, not heartbreak. Episode 1 showed her traveling to Italy to visit Luca. Viewers braced for drama, but got something else. Maturity. She listened more, laughed freely, and when a producer tried to instigate an argument, she smiled and walked away. Growth isn't loud, she told the camera. It's just peaceful. Mid-season, a twist. Luca met Gino during filming by accident at a fan event. No fighting, no drama, just a handshake and a mutual smile. Gino said, She's doing good. That's all I ever wanted. That clip went viral and shut down years of feuds in a single moment. The season finale ended with Jasmine on stage at a charity event, speaking to young women about self-worth. Lights dimmed, the audience silent. I spent years thinking love was supposed to hurt, she said. Now I know love is supposed to heal. Applause erupted. For once, TLC rolled credits on a positive note. Today, Jasmine Pineda isn't just a reality TV star. She's a symbol of reinvention. Her story reminds us that redemption doesn't come when people forgive you. It comes when you finally forgive yourself. When 2025 began, Jasmine Pineda did something no one expected. She disappeared. No selfies, no quotes, no drama. For a woman who lived online, that silence was deafening. Her followers refreshed Instagram daily, searching for any trace of their favorite TLC star. Rumors multiplied. Burnout, breakdown, secret project. Then a photo surfaced. Jasmine in Panama City wearing a plain white t-shirt, teaching kids in a classroom. No glamour, no filters, just smiles. It was the first time people saw her smile without trying to prove anything, a fan commented. The image went viral. After years of tabloid chaos, the world was seeing the real woman beneath the lash extensions and sound bites. TLC executives smelled potential. Redemption stories always sell. They offered her a mini-series. Jasmine Unfiltered, the rebuild. This time she set terms. No fake drama, no manufactured arguments. Just truth. Cameras followed her through therapy sessions, morning runs by the beach, and heart-to-heart talks with friends who'd seen her fall apart. Viewers didn't see the old firecracker. They saw a woman relearning how to breathe. It's hard to heal when you were paid to be broken, she told. The camera clips from those episodes circulated on TikTok as motivational sound bites. Suddenly, the audience that once mocked her was rooting for her. Halfway through filming, producers landed a bombshell. Gino agreed to meet her on camera. Fans braced for explosions, but what they got was quiet. A cafe in Panama, 2 coffees, and a long pause. Gino: I did love you. Jasmine: I know. I just didn't know how to believe it. No shouting, no wine throwing. Just closure. That 3-minute scene hit 5 million views in 48 hours. Even critics called it the most mature moment in 90-day history. For the first time, TLC rolled credits on peace instead of chaos. Jasmine saw her opening. She launched a fitness and confidence program called Fire Within, part workout, part therapy. The slogan, Turn Pain into Power. The videos were raw and real. Her sweating, laughing, crying, coaching other women through their own breakups. In a month, she gained 500,000 followers on TikTok and brand deals with athleisure companies. For once, Jasmine was earning money without losing her dignity. While filming a documentary about reality TV rehabilitation, Italian vlogger Luca Marini interviewed her. Their chemistry was instant but calm. Fans noticed how he listened instead of interrupting. Comments flooded in. Finally, a man who lets her finish a sentence. He invited her to Italy for a collab. On camera, she confessed, I'm scared to like him because peace feels foreign. The clip hit Reddit front page within hours. Everyone agreed this was a different Jasmine. Older, wiser, softer. Of course, internet forgiveness is temporary. Some accused her of faking growth for screen time. Old memes resurfaced. But instead of fighting, she posted one simple tweet. Every day I wake up and choose better. That's my revenge. The tweet went viral and became the title of her next video, Choose Better. In it, she opened up about abandonment, therapy, and how fame can magnify every insecurity. The tone was so honest that even her critics clicked subscribe. Seeing the momentum, TLC invited her to return for the single life. This time, she negotiated creative control. No fake storylines, no forced conflict. Episode 1 opened with Jasmine walking through Rome, narrating, I used to run toward love like a fire. Now I'm learning to walk with it. The season showed her dating Luca slowly, respectfully. Fans kept waiting for her to explode, but she never did. She just laughed and set boundaries. And ironically, that was the most shocking thing she'd ever done. Mid-season, Gino appeared unexpectedly at a fan event in Italy. The camera caught him approaching Luca. No tension, no shade, just a handshake and a smile. Gino: she looks happy. That's all I wanted. Luca: she is. The clip broke the internet again, not for drama, but for closure. The season finale ended with Jasmine on a charity stage, hair in a ponytail, speaking to women about self-worth. I thought love was supposed to hurt, because that's what the world taught me. Now I know it's supposed to heal. Standing ovation. Cut to black. TLC finally rolled credits on hope instead of chaos. Today, Jasmine Pineda isn't the villain or the victim of 90-Day Fiancé. She's the lesson. She proved you can crash 1,000 times and still rise with grace. For a moment, it looked like Jasmine Pineda had won. She'd found peace, love, and a second chance at life on screen. But in reality TV, the comeback is never free. The internet always collects its debt. Her Italy journey aired to record numbers. Yet as fame returned, so did scrutiny. Old clips resurfaced. The screaming, the wine throw, the infamous hat. Commentators re-uploaded them with new titles. Has Jasmine really changed? Fans who once praised her now asked for the old Jasmine back. Sponsors wanted spice, not serenity. It's ironic, the narrator says. The world begs you to heal, but pays you to bleed. Producers pushed for drama in season 2. Jasmine refused. Tension built behind the scenes. Emails, contracts, deadlines. While Jasmine tried to hold on to calm, fans turned on her new boyfriend. Paparazzi spotted Luca chatting with a female crew member. Blogs spun it into Jasmine's new heartbreak. She ignored it at first, then the rumors hit mainstream outlets. Headlines read, Luca flirts as Jasmine films motivational speech. I thought I was done with humiliation, she told a friend on camera, eyes wet but steady. But fame always finds a way to humble you. The internet erupted with memes, photos of her crying juxtaposed with Luca smiling. TLC editors quietly cut romantic scenes to protect her image, but the damage was done. Instead of hiding, Jasmine turned the pain into content. She announced a raw documentary series on her YouTube channel titled The Price of Peace. Trailer voiceover. I thought healing was the end of pain. Turns out, it's just the beginning. Episode 1 opened with her walking through Rome alone, reading hate comments aloud, then deleting each one. Cinematic, heart-wrenching, real. The series hit 1 million views in 3 days, but fame cut both ways. For every message of support, 10 more called her fake. Still, Jasmine kept posting. Amid the storm, her mother appeared on camera for the first time. She's always been strong, her mom said in Spanish. But the world doesn't know how much she's bled for that strength. Fans cried watching that scene. It was the rawest moment since her first TLC season, but trolls didn't stop. They dug into her family life, posting old photos, leaking addresses. Jasmine broke down on live stream. You can judge me, but leave my family alone. That clip circulated on TikTok, 1 million views in 12 hours. Empathy and cruelty collided in her comments. A tabloid offered her $20,000 for an exclusive tell-all about Luca. She refused. 2 weeks later, they published a fake source story anyway. She snapped back online, I won't sell lies about people I once loved. Ironically, the post fueled another media cycle. Reporters camped outside her hotel. Cameras flashed as she walked to a charity event, head down, sunglasses on. The same symbolism she once used to hide tears from Gino. The more she tried to be private, the louder the noise got. In a hotel room in Milan, she recorded a video no one expected to see. No makeup, just rain outside and her voice shaking. I'm tired of being a lesson, she whispered. I just want to live without explaining why. The clip leaked when a friend accidentally posted a private story to public. Fans panicked. Haters celebrated. For 48 hours, the Protect Jasmine trended worldwide. TLC issued a statement. Our priority is Jasmine's well-being. She disappeared again, this time for real. After a month offline, a new post appeared on her YouTube channel, a black screen with white text. Sometimes healing means starting alone again, then a fade-in, her walking on a beach at sunset, barefoot, smiling. Voiceover. I used to think the world had to love me. Now I know I just have to love myself louder. The video went viral not for drama, but for peace. Her followers called it her digital rebirth. Brand deals returned, this time with mental health campaigns instead of cosmetics. Weeks later, Jasmine went live unexpectedly. Hundreds of thousands joined within minutes. Midstream, she received a call from Luca, on speaker. Luca, I was wrong to let the media win. Jasmine, I don't blame you. We were both performing for an audience that never cared. The chat exploded with heart emojis. It wasn't a reunion, but it was closure. From reality TV star to reality check, the narrator summarizes. Jasmine Pineda finally understood that the price of fame is never paid in money. It's paid in peace. Now she travels across Latin America hosting workshops on media trauma and women's confidence. Clips show her hugging survivors, teaching fitness, and laughing again. Her final voiceover. I won't run from my past. I just refuse to live there. In the world of reality TV, Most stars burn bright and fade fast. But Jasmine Pineda didn't fade. She transformed. After surviving scandals, heartbreak, and her own emotional storms, she made an unexpected return to the public eye. This time, not as the drama queen of 90 Day Fiancé, but as the woman who refused to stay broken. After her viral beach rebirth video, TLC executives reached out again. They offered her a mentorship series, not about love, but about healing. The concept: Jasmine traveling to meet other former TLC cast members who also faced online hate and public humiliation. She agreed, on one condition: no fake storylines. If it's not real, I'm not doing it, she told producers, and they said yes. The new show, Healing Days with Jasmine Pineda, premiered in early 2026. The pilot episode featured Jasmine meeting Danielle Mullins from the iconic Muhammad and Danielle arc. Two women once ridiculed by millions now sat side by side drinking coffee and laughing about their old mistakes. Danielle: they called me desperate. Jasmine: they called me crazy. Both laughed together. Jasmine: turns out we were just human. That moment, simple, genuine, became one of TLC's most replayed clips of the year. The show wasn't about tears. It was about survival. Jasmine visited cast members across America and Latin America, helping them rebuild self-esteem, start businesses, and share untold truths about fame's dark side. The internet called it the most mature content TLC has produced in a decade. Months later, Jasmine was invited to speak at the Global Reality Television Summit in Los Angeles, a first for a TLC star once labeled too emotional for TV. Standing on stage in a white suit, she addressed a packed room of producers, journalists, and creators. "You film us breaking," she began, her voice steady. "You turn our tears into ratings. But what if you filmed us healing too? Would you still watch?" A hush fell over the audience. Cameras zoomed in on her eyes, fierce, unflinching, alive. That speech changed her career forever. It wasn't just viral, it was historic. TLC promoted it globally. Other networks quoted it. Jasmine Pineda, once a meme, had become a movement. Publishers started calling immediately. Within weeks, she signed a deal with a major U.S. publisher for her autobiography, Fire and Grace: My Life Beyond the 90 Days. In the book, Jasmine didn't hold back. She wrote about everything: childhood insecurities, her father's absence, her need for validation, and how the camera amplified every wound. She even dedicated a chapter to Gino titled, "The Man Who Taught Me How to Break and How to Build." "Gino didn't destroy me," she wrote. "He mirrored me. And I hated the reflection because it was mine." When the book dropped, it topped Amazon's celebrity memoir charts for 6 weeks. Critics called it raw, poetic, and shockingly self-aware. With the success of her book and new TLC show, Jasmine began a global empowerment tour, Fire Within Live. She visited 10 countries: Panama, the US, Italy, Brazil, Colombia, Spain, and more. Each event drew hundreds of fans. Women who'd once mocked her now waiting hours to thank her in person. Clips flooded social media. Jasmine hugging tearful fans, laughing, signing books, and telling one woman, "You don't need to be perfect to deserve peace." Her message was simple but powerful. You can rebuild your life as many times as it takes. In late 2026, Jasmine received TLC's first ever Courage in Reality Award, recognizing stars who turned their struggles into social impact. The audience gave her a standing ovation as she walked onto the stage. She looked around, teary-eyed but smiling. "They said I was too much," she began. "Too loud. Too jealous. Too emotional. But maybe too much was exactly what I needed to become enough." The clip spread like wildfire. Even mainstream outlets outside the TLC bubble picked it up. People, Entertainment Tonight, and The View called her transformation the most dramatic and inspiring in franchise history. Despite the fame, Jasmine started spending more time off camera. She bought a small beach house in Bocas del Toro, Panama, where she taught free fitness and English classes for local women. Every morning she jogged at sunrise. No makeup, no camera crew. Sometimes she recorded short vlogs for her fans, soft-spoken, reflective moments instead of the high-energy chaos of old. "I used to perform my feelings," she said in one vlog. "Now I just live them." Her relationship with Luca remained private. The internet stopped speculating, mostly because they gave no content to feed on. Then one morning, Jasmine's followers noticed a post on Gino's Instagram, a photo of a sunset with a caption that simply read, "Some endings are just beginnings in disguise." "Proud of you, Jay." Fans flooded both their pages with emotional comments. Neither of them liked or commented, but everyone knew what it meant. Closure, peace, respect. The internet for once stayed quiet. Jasmine Pineda started as a storm, the narrator says as soft music swells. She screamed, she cried, she loved too loudly, and the world mocked her for it. But in the end, she became what most reality stars never do: real. Her story isn't about perfection. It's about evolution. She proved that redemption doesn't require permission. It just requires courage. From jealousy to joy, from chaos to calm, Jasmine Pineda's journey reminds us all. The internet forgets, but the heart remembers. You can rebuild your image, your relationships, your life, but true redemption starts when you stop running from yourself. Jasmine Pineda, the woman who survived the spotlight,